I'm Beckiee. I've been living with migraine since the age of 5, nearly 40 years now. I was episodic through my childhood and teen years. Then I turned chronic in my 20s through my 30s. In my 40s, I added vestibular migraine to my repertoire. Over the years, I've learned the only predictable thing about migraine is its unpredictability. We don't schedule our attacks for those important events with friends and family just to cancel. And as many of you know, we can try to guess what the right things are to eat and stay away from any factors that might send us into a spiraling 3-day dark room ice-covered bender. But what works one day doesn't work the next. Living beyond the stigma is the most challenging thing about living with migraine. I've lost family, friends, employment, and education because of migraine. Friends and family either chose not to believe me or have muted my voice when I tried to explain or educate them. I eventually became a broken record and would end up more frustrated having to communicate over and over and over and over again to the same people who I thought were supposed to care for me. It became difficult to hold on to a well-paying job for any length of time when I was down for 1 to 2 days a week, or spent all of my energy pushing through, or I would end up out for a week. I managed to put myself through a 4-year degree on the 6-year plan, but became too debilitated to finish in that final year. And of course, my life took a different course. I attended my first Miles for Migraine event last February after hitting rock bottom several months before. I had lost myself, some family, and I felt isolated because of this disease. I felt like my migraine disease was ruling my life and making me, as a person, an individual, worthless. I woke up one day and decided something needed to change, and I can't even remember how I happened upon Miles for Migraine right now, or right then. But it lit a fire inside of me I didn't know I had, a fire for advocating for migraine. I found a community and a family. And since then, I've gone to advocate at Headache on the Hill, both in person and virtually, and I'm getting ready to attend in person again this March as captain of Team Florida. I've completed the American Migraine Foundation Emerging Advocate Program and am currently in the Miles for Migraine Act Now program as well. Advocating for people living with migraine has been more rewarding than I ever thought possible. I've gone from feeling voiceless to having a voice for myself and others. I feel heard, and I am heard. One of the most important things as an advocate that we like to share with others, other than our personal stories, is that migraine is not just a headache. It's a neurological condition that can be managed and treated but not cured. It's an invisible disease that on the surface we can... It's an invisible disease on the surface, but we wear our pain on our faces and in our voices. We may have migraine, but we are not our migraine. We are so much more. Thank you.